About this. I got my celery stacked up, sitting right here. I know you guys might not be able to see it, but there it is. And I got lots of celery back here too. So I'm really excited, and I'll try to answer some questions as I'm doing this too. Just letting you guys know, about the Black Friday sale, so I just didn't want anybody to lose out on a chance to get the juicer. This is an incredible celery juicer. Okay, so just wanted to make sure you had a chance to maybe get it if you wanted to pick one up. It's the MM900HDS Celery Juicer. That's the one specifically. It also juices everything else too. Hello, hi Alyssa, great to see you. Glad you're coming on here. Hello from Vienna, awesome, great. Michelle L, good to see you. Awesome, glad you guys are coming on. Incredible. Patty said hello to the CJ King. That's funny. Glenda, you're making your batch now? 40 ounces? Nice. Josh, you're on here. Great. So great. So it's good to see you guys from Portugal too. Whoa. Netherlands. Right on. This is great. Love to see you guys here. It's awesome. Greetings from Germany. Cool. So I got the MM900HDS right here. I'm going to juice celery. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you something that's really cool because everybody's totally freaking out about the pulp thing, about how virtually I had no pulp and it was dry to the bone and I had this much celery juice. And that's because this specific model, there's other models that look like this from Omega, but it's not this model. This has a device here at the end that actually makes it so it squeezes almost every last drop out of that celery. So it's saving money. Like this year alone, I know I saved a ton of money, half the celery cost, easy half the celery cost. So I'm not throwing away my celery juice through the pulp and stuff or whatever, or discarding it or throwing it in the garden or whatever, and then the juice goes with it. So what's amazing about this is this machine is squeezing it out, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to show you how the pulp works, where literally it's just a handful of this dry pulp. I showed you guys the other day. It was insane. I mean, filled up with all the celery juice and a little bit of pulp. Good to see you guys. Glad you're here. I think I'm going to drink a little bit of lemon balm tea for the moment because I've been talking all morning. My God, it never stops. So glad you guys are coming on. It's so easy to use and clean. Did you see that? This model is so easy. I just saw that comment to use and clean. It's unbelievable. So it's $60 off. It's 20% off. It's a Black Friday sale. OmegaJuicers.com. Link should be there in the description. So Omega, OMEGA, juicers.com. This is the MM900HDS. So the MM900HDS Celery Juicer. Just letting you know. Hello from Finland. Cool. So I'm going to make some celery juice. I'm going to talk about the benefits too. You love yours, Jody? Cool. You're using one? Awesome. That's amazing. That's so good. You guys, it's worth it because it saves money, because that's how I look at it too. It's like this juicer right here has paid for itself. So it's paid for itself. That's what it's done. My other juicers that I've had, I have a closet full of a few of them. I have a garage full of a bunch of them because I've tried every juicer out there. And they don't pay for themselves. And that's what's crazy. It's like I want a juicer to actually, pay for itself to work for me, to work for me. And this one does. It's crazy. So you save all that money because you're squeezing every last drop out of the celery, and it's a big deal. So it's really cool. So gonna make sure, gonna show you guys how it works. Gonna run it right now, juice a little bit. Gonna answer some questions if I can too. So this is it right here. Putting some celery in it as we speak. I'm just looking for my little plunger. So running some now. Is that juicer just for celery? No, it's not, Angela. It's a celery juicer, which is amazing, but you can juice anything in it because it's a top-notch juicer. Like the best in my opinion. Personal opinion, the best. So it's so great. So I'm running some celery right through it now. I gotta show you guys like the difference with the pulp, like what that is, how incredible that is. Hello from Ontario, so cool. So if anybody just got on here now, well, that's a good question. Dr. Sebi said celery was bad. A hybrid, thoughts? Well, first of all, Dr. Sebi was still here, because I know he passed away. If he was still here and he saw what happened with the celery juice movement, and he saw millions of people healing, and he saw tens of thousands of healing stories, people getting out of wheelchairs, people getting their lives back, acid reflux going away, migraines going away, difficult menstruations going away. If he saw everything happening from celery juice, I think he would change his mind, because I know he was theorizing, because that's what these guys do, because there's no science that would state that celery's bad. So he was theorizing that it was bad. And if he was alive today, Dr. Sebi, he would actually probably be bowing down to celery juice, because his patients would be coming in talking about how it's saving their lives, like some of the other doctors out there and stuff. So that's how I kind of look at it in that way. Plus, when Dr. Sebi was here, I was still here too. I've been doing this for 35 years. And I was already getting my people better by the truckloads over the decades, and they were getting their lives back from celery juice while he was telling people don't drink it. It's just really, it's unbelievable, really, when you think about it. So celery juice has shaped and changed chronic illness today, and when you think about how powerful that is and how amazing that is, it's actually breathtaking, like the results. So I know you can't see it too easy, right? You probably can't see it too easy. I'll show you. I know someone say move camera down. I know it's difficult to get a good shot today. So this is the best. I just saw a question. Why do I feel like this is the best juicer? Well, what it does is it's got a device on it, right, that squeezes all the juice out of celery. I can't find a juicer on the market that's ever done that. I've purchased them all. So when I purchased this one, it was always the best juicer company anyway, but when they put the device on it to make it just for celery, to get really squeeze that celery juice out, it changed everything. It was like, okay, well, this is a miracle, because I'm saving a ton of money each year, and that's a big deal. Celery juice cured me from my debilitating migraines, Michelle Marie said, right? I wonder what Dr. Sebi would say about that one. Because he didn't like celery. And it cured you of your debilitating migraines? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's such a big deal. That means everything. Honestly, that means everything. So you'll see pulp coming out right now. And this isn't just for celery. You could juice anything with this juicer. That's what's incredible. That's what I love. So I'm juicing a little bit more. I'm going to put a couple more pieces in right here. So I see my husband learned in his toxicology class celery is filled with nitrates. Not correct. Sorry, it's not correct. I wrote a celery juice book all about that, and I talked about that in here, everything about it and where the confusion lies. That's in celery powder for preserving things, and they add nitrate to it. So that's only for the preserving factories, for preserving food. They actually take celery powder and they add nitrate to it to try to preserve fish. So that's misinformation. I've actually seen everything about that and then some. So I dispute it with facts. So here we go. I got to show you guys this. This is incredible, okay? This is just absolutely incredible. Check this out, right? Seriously, this blows my mind every time. If you guys ever juiced before or juiced with other juicers, you're going to know what this means right here. This is mind-blowing, all right? Okay? So, all right. That's my celery juice, okay? That's over 32 ounces, all right? That's my celery juice right there, okay? Let's check this out, okay? That's that. All right? Look at this on my fingertips. Do you see what I'm saying right here? Do you see what I'm holding? And you ready? It's a dry piece of rope, Look at this. It's a dry piece of rope with no juice in it. But look at how tiny it is. Look at this. This little dry piece of rope. That's the difference right there. What this is saving me money-wise each year, because I juice like 60 ounces, 40 ounces, 100 ounces a day, whatever. I just juice it. And I know other people who do the same. What this is saving us is unbelievable. This is dehydrated. There's no juice in it, and it's this tiny little pulp. Look at that. I'm not kidding. Like, that's mind-blowing for all that. Guess what? There's no juicer on the market that can do that. I don't care who's, what, how. I've tried them all. And I love how they talk a good game, because they want to be like, they don't want Omega, actually having such, an amazing product, because it's competition out there. So they'll talk a good game. Our juicer does just as good as a job. No, it doesn't. This is the MM900HDS Celery Juicer. I'm just telling you, till this day, this is unbelievable. I keep on thinking it's like a joke or something. I have the container, and it's this little piece of dried rope with nothing in it. This tiny little piece of dried rope right here for this. I mean, honestly, I'm going to pour it in and everything, you guys. Celery has cured me of debilitating migraines too. So Cynthia says, celery has cured you of debilitating migraines too? Oh my God, amazing. Isn't that worth it? How can I wash non-organic celery? You know what I do, you guys? I juice non-organic celery a lot. If I can't get the organic stuff, I'm always getting the non-organic for celery. Always. What I do is I wash right in here. I make sure my thumb goes in here when I'm washing it, and I actually do this, where I'm actually washing, kind of scrubbing this here, and I use a little tiny bit of natural dish soap in the bowl of water, and I kind of rub the sticks. That's what you do. That's what I do. I do it every other day when I can't get it. So amazing. My pulp is always full of juice. Deanna, this is really incredible, really. Jillian Gray says, what do you set it on to get the dryness? I have an Omega, but it still comes out quite wet. I put the pulp through again. Jillian, you have an Omega, but Omega has a bunch of juicers, and that's not this one. This is the MM900HDS Celery Juicer from Omega. And it juices everything else too. This is an entirely different thing. They did this because they wanted to just change people's lives with this. I mean, no, dry to the bone. I can't even tell you how dry. I mean, this is unbelievable. And it's only a tiny bit. Look at that. Tiny bit for this whole thing right here. So I'm going to actually pour it in. I mean, honestly, every time I do it every morning, you're mind blown. I mean, seriously, just mind blown. I use a strainer. You got to strain. Even though you just juiced it, you should still strain it. That's the best way to do it there. It's still the best way to do it. Glad you guys are with me today. I'm excited about this. So that's it there. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Incredible. And I got this dried out little tiny bit of rope right here. Now the difference is with that is it can save me like it's in the thousands at the end of the year. I buy so many cases of celery, and it cut the cost in half. Just boom. This juicer paid for itself over and over and over and over again. And guess what? This isn't a $700 juicer. This isn't a $1,000 juicer. This isn't like a $1,500 juicer or a $600 juicer. It's on sale. It's $200 and something. It's Black Friday on top of it. It just doesn't get any better than that. So Natalie, celery has fast-tracked my healing from Graves' disease. Thank you, Anthony. Natalie, thank you for doing it, because when you do it, first of all, when you actually take that plunge and you're doing your celery juice and you're working on your healing process, you become a beacon of light for everybody else. And that's powerful. because someone else is suffering and struggling, and boom, your word, and you're doing your work, and all of a sudden someone sees or hears about it, and boom, you just change somebody's life, possibly save somebody's life. Robin Young, buyer, celery juice cleared up all skin issues. Robin, that's incredible, because skin issues are really brutal for a lot of people, and they're really difficult. And people really struggle, and that's the best news I've heard. It really is such good news. I'm so happy to hear that. So, really happy to hear that. Rita asked, does celery have sodium in it? Yeah, it has natural sodium cluster salts, a subgroup of sodium. That's your medicine. That's different than salt. That's your medicine. It's just incredible. But, you know, yeah, Michelle, aren't skin issues really bad? They're so bad. People's skin issues are just terrible, terrible. So celery juice is one of these things that has benefits beyond what research and science knows. First of all, they didn't know it had any benefits. Medical Meme Information put out information on celery juice, okay? There was no information on celery juice that existed, okay? It was all Medical Meme information. And now people are toting it out there everywhere. They're saying it does this, it does that, it does this. They don't cite back to medical medium, but they'll say it does this, lower blood pressure, do this, all this stuff. And they don't cite anything back to medical medium. They act like there's been real research and studies on it. There isn't. There hasn't. There hasn't been any research and studies on celery juice, but guess what? Millions are healing and reversing disease and symptoms and conditions. So let's talk about benefits a little bit. That's exciting right there. So I got my celery juice, just juiced it right here. And if you guys just got on here, I'm just gonna show you this. Okay, if you just got on, because I just juiced over 32 ounces of celery juice, okay? That's what I did. And in this container, it's a joke how little is in here. In this container right here, there's this little bit in the corner. Look. And it's dry to the bone. That's it. I washed all this celery, and I don't need to juice it. I'm going to juice it later because I'm still going to do some lives, but it's unbelievable. So it's just great. It's great. So I want to talk about benefits of celery. I'm going to grab a celery stick right here. Just grab this one. This is a great celery stick. So everybody's been asking me to twirl the celery sticks. Like in the celery juice video on TikTok. And I'm just saying, they've always been there. Everybody's asking me, can you do it again? Can you twirl it? Can you twirl it? It's pretty funny. But anyway, so the benefits of celery, let's just talk about it a little bit. There's a vitamin C in celery, okay? A vitamin C. And you can eat the celery sticks, but you don't get enough of all its medicine. It's vitamin C, it's sodium cluster salts, and I'll talk about what these things do, okay? It's phytochemical compounds, right? It doesn't, you can't get enough if you eat the sticks. So somebody will be like, well, I'm just going to eat the sticks and be fine with that. No, it's not going to happen that way. You're not, if you chop up a little bit of this and put it in your tuna salad, you're not going to get anywhere with it. If you have this crudité with this, and you're dipping it in some ranch dressing, whatever it is, you're not going to get the benefits. If you eat it or chop it up in your salad, you're still not going to get the benefits. You have to juice it. That's the key. You can use whatever juicer you have. You can use whatever juicer you have. If you guys got a juicer, use it, okay? I'm just showing you a place you can go down the road with a juicer that can change your life for money-wise. It can save you so much money, all of that. And plus, it's a cold press juicer. It's a cold press juicer, which is amazing, on top of it. So it doesn't butcher the celery. Doesn't butcher it and heat it up and butcher it. So that's another thing too. But anyway, go back to the benefits a little bit, all right? So there's a vitamin C in celery that does not have to be converted. Vitamin C has to be converted by your liver in order to make it work. In order for it to actually work, it has to be converted. In celery, it doesn't have to be. That means that vitamin C, boom, goes straight to your immune system. Instantly. It doesn't go around the bend to finally try to get there. It doesn't have to go to the middleman, which is your liver. See, vitamin C has to go to your liver. Any vitamin C in food. So any vitamin C. If you've been taught, eat this food because it's got vitamin C, it has to go to the liver first, get converted, and then it can go to your immune system. Well, here's the difference right here. Right here. And you know what? You know why vitamin C is an important thing right now? Well, everybody's locked in their homes. Everybody's wearing, outfits to try to protect themselves because of what's going down. Vitamin C is critical, critical to help heal us. So what happens is this vitamin C in here goes straight to your immune system. It doesn't go to the middleman. It doesn't go to your liver. It goes, boom, right to your lymphocytes. Boom, right to your monocytes. Right to your neutrophils. Right to your basophils. It goes into the immune system. Your white blood count gets it immediately. And that's a big deal right there. So I'm just telling you how it works for vitamin C, which is really cool. And then the sodium cluster salts that are in celery juice too. So sodium cluster salts in celery juice, the subgroup of sodium that's undiscovered by research and science, kills off bugs. So it starts to kill off pathogens. Streptococcus in our system, staph, C. diff, Epstein-Barr, cytomegalovirus, herpes simplex 1, herpes simplex 2, all this stuff. And that sodium cluster salt inside this herbal medicine, because that's what it is, it's herbal medicine, goes to the bugs and starts to weaken them, starts to break them down. If you got acne, that's strep. That's streptococcus. If you have acne, cystic acne is strep in your system, and then your body builds up all the sebum oil to try to stop the strep, and then it becomes nothing but a mess. And this is good for that. That's the whole thing. Eczema, psoriasis, that's Epstein-Barr, and copper inside the liver plus Epstein-Barr. Epstein-Barr feeds off of copper, and then it goes to the bathroom. Then you got this dermatoxin. Well, the celery juice goes into the liver and starts to clean up that EBV in there, starts to break it down little at a time, and people start getting better. And they start getting better. How much are you supposed to drink a day? I talk about all the different levels and dosages of what you can drink. And by the way, this is on sale too, all the medical medium books. I know that I told you guys yesterday. They're on sale, Amazon.com US. I told you about that. But Cleanse to Heal, you can get it free at the library too. You can go to the library, get it free at the library if you need to. But I talk about the different dosages of celery juice. I like 16 ounces on an empty stomach. Great place to start. If you need to go lower, you can. You can start lower than that. You can if you need to. That's perfectly fine, you guys. But you can work yourself up to 32 ounces a day. And you can do 32 ounces in the morning. So I like to do the lemon water first thing in the morning, wait about a half an hour. Then I do my celery juice. I go into that. Then after the celery juice, I do the medical medium heavy metal detox smoothie after that. And that's where I go. If you guys just got on here, I got the celery juice right here. I just juiced it. And this is what's left right there. That's the pulp. So if you've ever owned a juicer, you'll know what this means. This is like one of these like little miracles. It's just, it's incredible. This is dry to the bone. There's no juice in it. It's not wet. It's really, really dry. There's not much in here for all this celery juice. And that's because this is a celery juicer, even though it juices other stuff. And you can go to omegajuicers.com, OMEGA juicers.com, but you have to get the MM900HDS celery juicer because they got a lot of juicers. So this is the one that does it. Can celery juice help with eczema? Mikey, it already has for thousands of people. It already has. There's healing stories everywhere about people getting eczema to go away. I mean, it's already happened. And so just so you know that yes, you can get help with it. It is a healing tool for eczema because it's already happened. Everybody's claiming that with their healing process, their eczema is going away. So it's already out there. So, you know, and that's cool. If you check out the Medical Medium Instagram, Medical Medium Facebook, and you'll see the healing stories of people and their eczema. and you'll see what's going on. And they're doing celery juice every single day, and they're doing other medical medium tools which are helpful too. But the celery juice is a big part of how we can heal skin issues. It's a great thing to do. Daniel, vitiligo too. Exactly. That's a skin condition. Vitiligo, that's having aluminum in your liver. So celery juice, here's another benefit of celery juice too, okay? It goes into the liver and it starts to clean it up. It starts to flush it out. And what's in our liver? Petrochemicals, DDT, herbicides, pesticides, rodenticides, insecticides all sit inside our liver. Gasoline from the pumps, when you pump gas and you're breathing in the fumes, goes inside the liver. Plastics go inside the liver. Pharmaceuticals, antibiotics, benzodiazepines, anti-inflammatories, any kind of drug or medication you've taken throughout your life goes into the liver. Thyroid medications go into the liver and it gets stagnant, sluggish. And then in that liver is also little buggies. The Epstein-Barr, that's a big one that sits inside the liver. So if you have toxic heavy metals in there too, copper, lead, arsenic, aluminum, mercury, cadmium, nickel inside your liver, that copper and other metals feed viruses, then a dermatoxin's produced and an aluminum-based one for vitiligo, and you lose your melanin, you lose the pigment. That's how it works. Celery juice goes into the liver, and it starts to do some healing. Plus, it's got phytochemical compounds that help heal the skin. And I talk about that in Celery Juice book, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm reading some more comments, checking things out, trying to help in any way I can. Darn, Dana said, darn EBV. I know. It's no fun. It causes a lot of trouble. It causes the fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, RA, Lyme disease. It causes a lot of trouble in a lot of people. There's different varieties. There's over 60 varieties of Epstein-Barr. And research and science doesn't even know that. They thought Epstein-Barr just did this. You know what they thought Epstein-Barr did all these years? They thought it just made somebody tired and gave them a mild fever when they had mono. That's it. That's all they knew. Medical medium information and books published that Epstein-Barr causes all these conditions. And guess what? A few years later, after millions of books went into doctors' offices, a few years later, they decided to say they think now Epstein-Barr is linked to Hashimoto's. They think it's linked now to RA. They think it's linked now to neurological Lyme from medical medium information. It's pretty amazing, really, what's happened. And it's really great. It's really great. Can we give the wildlife celery juice because of chemtrails? I think that's what you're saying, the wildlife? I don't know. I mean, you can, look, I got squirrels. I put out little pieces of celery and squirrels eat it out there for squirrels. I think the question, I was confused by the question, or the question probably a little different than what it looks like. Yeah, Ingrid, you could use limes instead of lemon. I just saw that in your lemon water. You can have lime water if you really need to. That's okay too. You can do that. So yeah. So you guys, the thing is here is that when it comes down to celery juice, you're helping your body heal. And that's a big deal. And if you're somebody that's not sick and you're not worried about healing, it's still good because it can actually prevent things. And that's what I love about celery juice. That's why I drink it every single day. I drink it every single day because I want to stay healthy. I want to make sure I stay strong. I stay healthy. I drink it every single day because of that. And you feed your dog celery. That's really cool. Dogs love celery. They do. Whoa, whoa, celery juice has helped that. Incredible. I'm seeing a lot of celery juice helping a lot of people. It's really amazing when you think about it. So you guys, this is easy to clean, by the way. Let me run that by you too. Lorraine L says she loves squirrels. This is easy to clean. That's what I love about this one too. It's easy to dismantle. All you do is you just take off this little piece right here like that. And then you actually take off this piece too. And then you're good. You actually can clean it and you're all set. So you can take off this. And now you got this whole piece right here. And then you just take it apart. It's really simple to clean. It's really easy to clean. I love this juicer. So check it out when you can. So over 32 ounces. I still got a little bit left in a container right here. And That's how much pulp, which is ridiculous right there. But you guys, I'm heading over now to IG. If you want to come with me after IG, I'm going to TikTok after that. So I'm going to juice again, talk about it. I think there's some stuff I didn't even cover. So that's what happens usually. There's stuff, and I'm going to answer some more questions too. Yeah, this is a cold press one. This is a cold press juicer. You guys should be doing the moon meditation. It's a full moon. Should totally be doing it if you can. Medical Meeting Podcast at Apple Podcast. The moon meditation. It's free. It's a powerful meditation. We're right around the full moon right now. You guys should be doing it. I did it last night. Did it the night before. You guys should do the moon meditation when you get a chance. It's really healing. It's healing for the soul. Check it out if you can. Medical Meeting Podcast at Apple Podcast. Everybody should be doing it right now. And take advantage of it, the magnetic pull of the moon and the healing power it has on the soul, on the spirit, on the heart, from wounds, emotional wounds. I talk about that all the time. You know, the betrayal, broken trust, broken promises, losses, emotional struggles, the moon meditation. Hope you guys are doing it when you get the chance. Yes, the moon is out and it's bright. That's incredible. In Munich, that's amazing. And so if you get a chance, go to Medical Meeting Podcast at Apple Podcast. Finella says, did the moon meditation last night, 100% full moon. Incredible. Guys, do it again tonight. I'm doing it again tonight. When you get a chance, I'll see you. I'm going to IG right now. Bless your heart. Just know that I care. You guys are amazing.